Hey, this is my submission for WhereTest brand list briefs challenge, where we had to recreate a table that shows WhereTests from a static mockup. Um, so the challenge was pretty straightforward, I think. So let's just go to the requirements. We had to download the Hawk branch, then create a new partial called views partial WhereTest list. Let's just open up a code and see what's happening. We did that here. We have WhereTest list JS controller for controlling our view, and we have view here like it was specified in these 2 points. The behavior of this partial should be similar to the mockup provided. We can just go now and see what we did. We have to log in as a brand, and then I bind this on WhereTest. I believe that is meant with the product test icon. I think I did that. That this one is it. So you have to press it here. We can see table with bunch of inputs in here. Most of them aren't really nicely styled, but that is because we don't have any data about them, so they don't have end or start dates or anything like that. For my challenges, I created one or two test challenges which has all the data inside, but also with these challenges, I couldn't manage to input a category, because if you're admin and you put in a category, it does not appear here. Also, I did post like this to the category, and you don't get returned the category. So I think there's a bug here with the category in the schema, probably because I don't see the category here. So it's missing from the schema for the WhereTest. Okay, but anyways, it doesn't really matter that much for this challenge. Just it is bound to the category because one item probably it was inputted a while back. It has this category input. So okay, let's see. The last three links doesn't do anything at this point. The fields are mapped, like I said. The activated link should be set WhereTest status active. I will show that in a minute. And the color indicators has to be green active and red cancel and so on. We can see that these challenges are active and these are. We can also see, for example, this in this array of challenges. For example, if this one is has status active, it's active, otherwise it's not. Okay, I forgot to input the status to my challenges, but okay, I defaulted to the red dot if the status isn't set yet. I created also a sorting for all this, like it was shown in the static files. It didn't work here, but I assume this has to work. So for these categories also this works. Let's see, we can see red dots here, and if we switch there are green, and we can see registration dates, and if there is no registration date, like that, and test dates, but category and this. In some cases it looks a bit weird, but that's because they don't have any inputs, and the AngularJS just can't sort them because there is no data to sort. I sorted by registration start and registration and WhereTest start date. We could also bind this to an end. I didn't know which one is correct, but if we would want to change this, we would just put registration deadline here, save it, and refresh it, and that would be sorting by registration dates. So this is it. This is basically the mostly it. Only thing left is to show the activation of an challenge. So if we press activate, it becomes green. Okay, it moved now because we have sorting like that, but we can see this one became green. we had three not active first, and now we have only 2. Also, if we refresh the page, we can see that this works. I can show this again. Let's say we want to activate this one, it becomes active, and if we refresh the page, it stayed active. This one it's active, so now it's active. Actually, it's also written in the API. So that is it. I try to keep everything really clean, so I commented everything. I also did a thing for lookup images. We can see that images are actually here. We have some images here that are actually from the image set cover photo. So we're fetching also the image data. I think it's important to say here that I'm fetching image data only once, because if we would fetch it for each file, that would be really resource costly. So we're fetching all the data only once, and then we're creating a lookup for it, and after that we're just returning image based on that lookup. I think that's a really neat feature, because you only need one for loop, and otherwise we would need to loop it here. For each image we'd have to loop all image set, and that would also be really slow. But in this case, I did the lookup which maps IDs to an object, so we can just directly access it here like this, and it's really fast, because of it. So yeah, that is mostly it. I will add also a README file which has all the changes that I did. I didn't do much, just much changes to other parts of framework. Just included the style CSS, the pictures, and the controller, and I included one extra endpoint here for the openware tests. It's the path is, so it has query inside. I thought it doesn't make sense to make a new method or something like that, so I just reuse this one and just add this one sentence, because I think I think this is much more clear, because we can see it's in the same structure basically. That was my logic behind it. So yeah, that is it for the challenge.